fact that I'm here makes my heart break, that we have to do this because of the reason. But by the same token, I love talking about them because it's genuine and it's rare. And so I just wish there was no reason to do this.
You can watch Rob Reiner's Scenes from a Life Sunday evening right here on CBS.
In the wake of the devastating deaths of filmmaker Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle Singer Reiner in December 2025, a tragedy that shocked Hollywood and the world, one of the most significant sources of comfort for the Reiner children has been their family's close circle of friends. Among that circle, Albert Brooks, the acclaimed comedian and longtime friend of Rob Reiner, has emerged not just as a voice of tribute, but as a steady, compassionate presence for Rob and Michelle's surviving children, Jake and Romy Reiner. The circumstances surrounding the Reiners' deaths were horrifying and deeply personal. The couple were found in their Brentwood home on December 14th, and their son, Nick Reiner, later faced murder charges in connection with their deaths. Amid legal proceedings and public attention, Jake and Romy also had to cope with profound grief. In a statement released by the family through a spokesperson after the arrests, they shared, "Words cannot even begin to describe the unimaginable pain we are experiencing every moment of the day. The horrific and devastating loss of our parents, Rob and Michelle Reiner, is something that no one should ever experience. They weren't just our parents, they were our best friends." This raw expression of grief reflects the emotional devastation the siblings faced, a pain that reached deeply into their personal lives while unfolding in the glare of public scrutiny.
Rob was my oldest friend. It's that simple. He's the person that I've known the longest. Met him when I was 14 years old. So I'm still in that not believing it stage. I know it happened, but I'm driving around and all of a sudden I actually 2 days ago I called his number.
In moments like these, having a support system rooted in long history and deep affection matters in tangible ways, and that's where Albert Brooks has played an important role. Brooks and Reiner shared a friendship that stretched back nearly 60 decades. They met as teenagers in a drama class at Beverly Hills High School, and for years their bond endured through triumphs, challenges, and a lifetime of shared creative experience. When Rob and Michelle passed away, Brooks' grief was evident, not just in public statements, but in the way he spoke about his friend's absence. Honest, vulnerable, and deeply felt. In a CBS News special honoring Rob and Michelle's life, Brooks said, "The fact that I'm here makes my heart break. I love talking about them because it's genuine and it's rare." He added, reflecting on how ingrained Reiner was in his daily life, that he sometimes still finds himself forgetting that his friend is gone, recounting, "I actually, 2 days ago, I called his number." These moments of honest vulnerability showed something rare in public grief, a person speaking not from performance, but from genuine loss. Brooks didn't just offer generic condolences, he shared the very human impact of losing someone who had been a constant for most of his life. In doing so, he helped normalize the kind of pain the Reiner children were also experiencing, the way grief can sneak up in ordinary moments, long after the shock of the news has faded. But Brooks's role went beyond retelling memories. According to reporting by People, he and fellow friend Billy Crystal became part of what was described as a fiercely protective support network around Jake and Romy Reiner, helping ensure they did not grieve in isolation during one of the toughest periods of their lives.
My father died when I was young, 11 and a half, and I met Rob Reiner in my freshman year at high school, and I became really close with his father, Carl. Carl. And Rob had issues because it was his father. That communication was not going well, but Carl could dump all of what he wanted to say on me, and I never got so much encouragement. I mean, first of all, I was like 16, and I would go there, and I would make him and Mel Brooks and Norman Lear and Neil Simon laugh till they almost fell off the couch, and that was, oh my God. And just what he would tell me, he was the most encouraging adult that I respected when I was a teenager.
You don't seem very fiery to me. You seem like you might just...
I get crazy.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
You don't want to set me off.
While the details of everyday support weren't publicly itemized, the very description of fierce protection suggests involvement that was emotional, practical, and sustained, from showing up in person to making sure the siblings had familiar, trusted figures around them amid intense press and legal attention. Brooks's own public expressions helped shape a tone for how the world could view the tragedy, not as a spectacle, but as a deeply personal loss. In a joint tribute signed by Brooks alongside Billy Crystal, Larry David, Martin Short, and others, the friends wrote of Rob and Michelle, "They were a special force together, dynamic, unselfish, and inspiring. We were their friends, and we will miss them forever." That message wasn't just about praising legacies. It invoked belonging, affection, and the way the couple's absence created a real hole in the lives of those closest to them. For Jake and Romy, hearing such sentiments from someone like Brooks, someone whose friendship with their father went back to youth, likely added a layer of comfort that went beyond words. It reinforced that their parents were loved not just as public figures, but as human beings in the lives of friends who truly cared. It also acknowledged the reality that their loss was shared by others, a reminder that grief, when mutual, can form a framework of support. Despite the public attention surrounding the case, Brooks and others respected the family's privacy, emphasizing compassion over commentary. That respect is crucial in situations where grief intersects with legal investigation, public speculation, and intense media coverage. Brooks's contribution in this painful time shows the power of long friendships to provide more than tribute. They provide continuity, witness, and emotional presence when loss threatens to